Dear friends, a very warm welcome to Mana TV international viewers and TV5 USA viewers and all the lovely viewers who support us across the globe. Yes, the D-Day is here. Today's podcast is very special because our guest represents knowledge, consistency, and global excellence in technology. He has gone leaps and bounds in technology, but as a human being as well, he has reached pinnacles of philanthropy as well. But we'll find out more about that. But we'll talk more, we'll traverse more about his technical pursuits, how he has traversed his journey, and how he has innovated and reinvented himself in the world of information technology, cloud data architecture, and artificial intelligence, and many more facets to him will be presented in this podcast of sorts. So let me briefly introduce our amazing guest. Our guest today is a very seasoned technology professional with over 25 years of experience in IT, that is information technology, data engineering, and cloud architecture. He has worked across global geographies, including the United States, Australia, Dubai, and international projects connected to large scale digital transformation initiatives. And yes, he is an esteemed IEEE senior member, that is MIET, Institution of Engineering and Technology, UK, and the author of the lovely book, Transforming Insurance and Healthcare with Cloud Intelligence. We'll find more about that. And he is currently serving as a senior cloud data architect. He specializes in building modern, scalable data platforms that enable trusted decision making across insurance, banking, financial services, and public sector organizations. And yes, it is my absolute pleasure to cordially welcome Mr. Ravi across, known as RK. Welcome to Mana TV International and TV5 USA's special podcast, Mr. Ravi. How are you doing today?
Doing good, Sharath. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, and definitely, your smile is lighting up the podcast, and definitely I know that we're going to have amazing talks and conversation, raw talks, deep dives, a fireside chat rather. So it's a pleasure to have you in my podcast today.
First of all, I need to thank you from the core of my heart, taking time, understanding my dynamics of life, both technically and personally also as well, and then inviting me for this particular chat. I'm deeply in love with the way the conversation is going to happen, and looking forward for that wonderful conversation and podcast with you, Mr. Sharath.
Thank you so much. I mean, with that renewed energy of yours, even I'm getting recharged. My batteries are getting recharged, and definitely, I'm very sure that the synergy between you and me, the conversation is going to be surreal and amazing. So which part of United States are you at? Which geographic location are you at right now?
So I'm in North America, in Florida right now. I'm in the Eastern EST time zone here right now. So I'm staying in Orlando, and then I'm connected with you from Orlando.
Wonderful, wonderful.
When we talk about Orlando, we talk about it's the lovers' paradise, the destination of so many, tourists. We have Disney, you have Universal Studios, we have a lot of beaches in and around Orlando, in the nearby cities also as well. So it's a fun spot.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. And tell me, how
Yes.
is the weather there? How is it going at your place right now?
Yesterday only the city has given a frozen warning yesterday. So we are in 30s Fahrenheit today, and then it is very frozen today. And yeah, so the beauty of Florida is you see all the types of climates in a single day. You see rain, you see sunny season, you see windy, and then you'll be chilling also as well. You see them basically, but it is more of a tropical climate, like the way you see in Kerala and India, basically. So it is mostly hot throughout the time, but whenever we get that hurricane period, that is very, fearsome kind of thing, like where there are a couple of times where we have to leave the city and then go to the neighboring cities to get shelter. So we had those incidents in the past. So on the other side, pretty much it is a cool, decent atmosphere, climate, and then many citizens across the US would like to have their retirement spot in Florida. That's the awesome thing that we can talk about. It is
I mean,
kind
I
of a
think
Goa in India. Yeah.
correct. I mean, and definitely Florida is one of the dream destinations of a lot of people. So
Yes.
amazing, amazing. With Disney and Universal Studios and all the fun things and the
Yeah.
beaches and all,
Yeah.
I'm 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 very sure you're in the very fun-oriented place, having a ball of your
Yeah.
time, right?
Yes. From the last 14, 15 years, I think I'm blessed to be in this place. I love the people over here, and then I love the company where I'm working with.
Mhm.
So it's good. I'm blessed in more than one way.
Wonderful,
Blessed
wonderful.
more than I deserve. In fact, I can say like that.
Great, great, great. So, I mean, I'm very happy for a great start of the day of this podcast. We'll go slowly into our first question. So, I just wanted to ask you, you've got tremendous experience, 25 years of experience in information technology and cloud architecture and whatnot. Definitely, I'm going to ask a lot of other questions as well, which you've touched on and you worked and where you reinvented yourself. You have seen because we have seen 2.5 decades. Like you have seen times when we did not have
Yes.
mobiles. We have seen times when we have mobiles, and then we have smartphones, and then technology went leaps and bounds. So,
Yes.
you have seen the industry transform from the ground up, basically.
Yes.
But at the heart of everything, tell me what originally drew you to data architecture.
So, as you have rightly said, I have been there from the mainframes. I have seen that Y2K problem also as well. We have seen the COBOL programs, Fox Pro, MS Access databases. We have seen the .NET Java revolution,
Hmm.
the web commerce revolution. Those things we have seen, and then later we have seen the big data revolution also as well, where people were talking about big data, and then Hadoop, and then it has eventually evolved to fast data processing in the form of Spark systems, and then the invention of the cloud computing that has come into the market. And then within the cloud, we started building so many applications, so many databases, and so many games and all other things also as well for entertainment. And then we also have this data also as well. So the thing is, the only thing that has driven me is the data, which happens to be the oil of information technology, happens to be scattered everywhere, and then people, especially the business users, were long times discussing about the trust within the data, how can they rely on the data, because every other report, when they try to take, it may be giving some different summaries, so they are in a dilemma and a dicey state. So that's the time where I have thought, my passion was the database programming at that point of time. Now my innovation has I went into the place where I started working on the data warehouse platforms, the business intelligence platforms at some point, and then later I have moved to cloud. So when I moved to cloud, that is the place where the cloud and the database technologies has totally started blending with each other, and that is the place where this modern data platform has come into the picture. And then I was passionate about learning all the new innovations that are coming in the industry with respect to the tools, with respect to AI, with respect to the data stuff, and DevOps also as well. So that has made me the passion, and then the hunger for the data, the reliable and the trustworthy data, has made me to innovate myself and transform myself as a data architect, and now into a modern cloud data architect within the modern data platform.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, I've no doubt that you have, evolved exponentially. But
Right
we'll
from the
talk.
ages of the Y2K problems, we have seen e-commerce platforms, we have seen Java, we have seen ups and downs in so many places. And then I thought the one career, the one technology or one thing that can give you a stabilized career for these many years, and the next a couple of decade and a half years to come, is nothing but data, passion about the data and the surrounding technologies, whether it is analytics, whether it is AI, or whether it is machine learning. This bundle of technologies will make up your career as a stabilized career where you can serve the industries of different domains and verticals.
Wow, wow, wow. That's really impressive, and you have well articulated your journey in a nutshell, rather. But I know it's just a tip of the iceberg. We have to dive deep into the ocean called Mr. Ravi Kumar Ravi. I know that
Yeah.
there's so much to talk about you as a person as well. Uh, you have mentioned the technical jargon like data architecture and Spark and all that. Just in layman terms, tell our audience, what is data as such, and if you can, if you, I mean, just for normal people who are not in IT, just just
See,
just tell
yeah.
them how things work actually a little bit, to inspire people.
Exactly. Like many of the people are into entrepreneurship, and then many does day-to-day running of the business. So whatever all the transactions what we make, or whatever all the products what we purchase, there is a lot of information that we need to maintain. So that information is nothing but the data, and to store that data, we need that database kind of thing. And again, once it's not only doing the business, right? It's also we need to see whether we are doing good, bad, or how exactly we need to steer our direction in order to into a great profitable venture. So based on all the business what you have been doing, we need to analyze, we need to report what is being done. So that in the sense we need to have some reports that we need to have. So those reports, earlier there were only the management information systems reports people used to produce. It's not only that we need to survive right now, we need to better perform in the near future also as well. So we need to have a sense of intelligence that need to be incorporated into the reports. That is a place where predictive analytics and artificial intelligence comes into the picture. So when we are all doing within all these things within one office, in physical premises, that is what is called as on-prem. But nowadays you have seen companies that have been exponentially grown globally, and then they have their wide variety of operations going across the globe. So in such a case, everything is massive in the sense that the data is massive, the employees are massive, the customer base is massive. When you talk about the Netflix, when you talk about all the other things also as well, everything is massive. So in such a case, not only that we need to talk about the data, we also need to talk about the scalability of the data what we are having, and then this place where we can store and compute the data. So we need to have a virtual place where we can store, where size is no more the limit, and then we need to stop guessing about capacity like that. So that is a place where cloud also has been blended into this architecture. So the cloud, the data, the intelligence, and artificial intelligence, when combined together, this is what the current industry is really looking at right now.
My
Yes.
good heavens, Mr. Ravi, because I feel I think science fiction is no more fiction now. I think I mean, it sounded to me like some science fiction kind of thing where you're storing things, and we have seen all these things in movies, but now it's
Yeah.
happening in
Virtually,
runtime,
yes.
right?
Yes.
My
Yeah.
good heavens,
The
yeah,
only
yeah,
thing what you have to have is that you need to have a system, a laptop, and an internet connectivity, and then you can do wonders, miracles, and beyond miracles, whatever you want to do, you
I
can do
mean,
it.
I mean, as you just said, sky is
Sky is only the limit.
yeah, the sky is the only limit, or even sky is not the limit. The whole cosmos is
Beyond
there.
sky also as well, things are
Yes, yes,
happening these
absolutely.
days.
We
Yes.
have gone, we
Yeah.
have gone beyond satellites and all. And tell me how much data is in the world. I had a, I mean, I was curious. How many, I mean, when you said there's a flood of an upheaval of data, I mean, is it that overwhelming? Is that
Yes.
overwhelmingly big?
See, as you say that data is exponentially growing, and I really don't want to confuse with the numbers in terms of how much bytes it is going to be, but it is very exponentially massive. But here the challenge is all this data is really required, might not be the case. We need only certain amount of data for our analytics purposes, for our decision making purposes. So the beauty of a data scientist or a data engineer or someone else is trying to mine the data and then trying to get the gold out of that one. That is the place where this modern data platform is already came into the picture, and which is giving a phenomenal benefits, not only to the citizens but also to the companies who have invested in these cloud modern data platforms right now.
Looking back at your career, 25 years back, or maybe 15, however you would like to assess my question, what are those one or two technology shifts, that most shaped your career path? Like, is it cloud or big data or I mean, where do you park your vehicle right now? Where you park your vehicle called your technical life?
So I can say two or three. One is the data and the information. That happened to me, the bread and butter for me from the last 2.5 decades as well. One is data, and the second thing is cloud. Earlier, when things were happening in the data centers, where we are having caveats of limited growth and computing and storing capabilities, the cloud has changed everything. So that cloud computing is one thing that has really a game changer of the professional career. Along with that one, the ML and AI, machine learning and artificial intelligence, and whatever all the intricacies and the internals what we have in them, this is something that is making the data to be used in a smarter way in order to take some better decisions. That is something that has made me to, these are the three things that has made my life as game changes in the current industry where I'm working right now.
Definitely, this is not a technical boot camp for anyone. Definitely, will not delve into
Yes.
any more technical details, or else even even my mind is going to blow up. Uh, but want to ask these terms constantly crop up everywhere, like machine learning, or
Yes.
or deep learning, or data science, or definitely the buzz, the artificial. You said the GPTs and chat GPTs, artificial intelligence. Yeah, a little bit about that for our audience. Just for anyone who is trying to enjoy your journey. They can benefit out of this conversation.
Yes.
Just in simpler terms only.
Yeah. So when we talk about machine learning, it is something like you're running a business and you are doing okay. Now you'd like to understand how could your business be in the next 4 to 5 months, in the next quarter or next quarter. You'd like to have a forecast of your business. Or else, let us try to take a layman terms, like something like in India or somewhere else, the elections are happening, and many people, many politicians doesn't know the pulse of the customers. They
Correct.
don't know the pulse of the customers. So what they do is that they try to do some poll surveys to really understand who could win, who could have the probability to win. And based on that one, we'll be having some trust in a couple of surveys. So that is what is called as predictive analytics, right? That is what is called as predictive analytics. So that predictive analytics is basically a forecasting thing, which is a branch of machine learning, like making the machines to think and then predict who could be the next one. Especially within football games and other games also as well, we try to see who could be the winner, who could be that. Yeah, that is the place where machine learning comes into the picture. And then uh, trying to really understand, suppose if I give three images, I just want to understand who could be the image of Ravi in this one. So in such a case, I want to go with this image processing. Or
Correct.
else whenever I'm talking in Telugu, something of that sort, the other person is a Spanish person. In such a case, I need some translators that they need to do over there. And we need to have such type of real-time analytics when you're going on a high busy highway, and then we don't know what routes we need to take in order to reach the places in shorter amount of time. That is the place where artificial intelligence will come into the picture. Artificial intelligence will come into the picture. And right now in industries, what is really happening is uh, the users, the people may not be doing much of the work. What they do is that they depend on some agents. Those agents are nothing but the GPTs.
You've been working in this arena for 25 years. Yeah, how relevant data is your love? And somewhere on a friend's T-shirt or something, actually, I saw data is a new bacon. Listening to you, and I can feel how data is moving at rapid pace, and I think we have to look at it from various perspectives. So you have been instrumental in modernizing data platforms. So, how relevant is more modern architecture in the current times, and what does modern data architecture mean to you, personally, in the current times in today's landscape?
So I'll try to keep it very simple, especially because since this is not a technical interview, since this is something that we want to give
Yes,
some
yes.
knowledge to the audience.
I mean, just
Yeah,
for
yeah,
layman,
yeah,
just you know,
yeah, for a
yes,
layman perspective. So we need to make sure that the data is organized, well organized,
correct.
as well as uh, and all the global data, what the business has generated should be available,
Hmm.
but it should be organized. And then we need to take only the necessary pieces of information that we want to analyze, that is
Hmm.
good for the decision making, and that should be good for the decision making, and then that will make the end users or the leaders of the enterprise to be trustworthy about the data in order to make some effective decisions in the future. So that is what is the data about. Doesn't matter whether it is traditional platforms or modern platforms. We have to have the data to be organized. You have the data to be structured. No clumsiness of the data that we need to have, especially, and then and with respect to the infrastructure part that we are talking about, there should not be any limitations with respect to the storage, the way we store the data, and then there should not be any limitations to the processing power, what we use for compute, and then there should not be any limitations from where you are accessing, whether you are in India, US, somewhere else across the globe. You should be able to access that information at just instantaneously. You need to access. That is what the modern platform is. That means that it is a platform where multiple roles can rely on in terms of whether it is a data engineer, whether it is a business analyst, data scientist, AI engineer, or ML engineer, or anybody for that matter. They need to have a unified analytical platform that can be built in the cloud. So that is what is called as a cloud-based modern data platforms that we have been building.
Very good, sir. Very good. But coming to your accomplishment, you are now an esteemed IEEE senior member, and I don't want to say that. I want you to tell that. So you have been recognized by IEEE for
Yes.
some significant work you have done. Please tell our audience, how did you do? So, what is that pursuit of sorts?
Yes, this is something IEEE senior member is something that has not come overnight.
Hmm.
This is something where a great amount of work has happened in my professional life from the last 25 years. So the types of projects that I have worked on, the type of engineering principles that has gone into those particular projects, along with the type of engagements, the type of clients what I have worked on, has given me that amount of abundant experience. That experience has been recognized by peers in the industry, and then they have nominated and then they have endorsed me in order to elevate my membership within IEEE to the senior membership profile. So I take it as a blessed gift for all the years of experience what I have put here in my profession. So I feel pride and proud of that. The unique award that has been awarded to me in that one.
So, like, what is, I mean, what is that award called?
It is a senior membership IEEE, because in that one you have member, you have senior member, and then you have the fellow. Uh, Fellow will be there. Like you can have almost 400,000 or 500,000 or half a million people who can act as a IEEE members around the world. I think less than one tenth of them can become the senior members over there. So that is
Wonderful,
one
wonderful.
thing which has been nominated.
Not
Yeah.
just you just did not do something for yourself and your work or your family, but I also heard that you mentored a lot of students, changed their lives with your mentorship, the kind of knowledge you have. I think you did spread a lot of knowledge to students. And how did, I mean, and that happened in IEEE. How was interaction with different peers, or different people, technical people who are involved in IEEE?
Yeah, in IEEE forums, not only in the IEEE forums, but the sister concerns, what we do is that we used to have these peer monitoring sessions, mentoring sessions that exist. So the people who are around the globe can nominate a particular peer or a senior member, and then they can, depending on the technology where they have been working on, they can book the slots like that. So within those slots, they'll try to come up with their type of questions or whatever the challenges that they're facing in their real-time industry. So they'll start posing the questions to us. So we'll try to have a brainstorming sessions, and then we try to give them the solutions that could be adaptable. And it's not that every solution what we give should work to their needs or not, but majority they worked. They worked. So that is also I have been awarded for that one also as one of the uh, instrumental mentor for a in the leading cutting edge technologies also as well. There is one more thing that has been got as a part of this IEEE forums also as well.
Awesome, awesome. When somebody's involved in things like IEEE and all, that gives a whiff of the kind of passion a person has. I mean, all these, whether it is IEEE or ASME or like American Association for Mechanical Engineers or IEEE, or all these places, this, I mean, only those who are self-driven only participate and become part of these things. What gave you that impetus to actually rediscover yourself at every juncture of life in the times people become slack with families and things with so much of baggage behind, but still you kept at these things. What is that driving force that drove you from the beginning until now, and definitely it is going to drive you
Yes.
all your life.
Yeah, see, there were a couple of situations in the past where I felt something like I'm lagging, especially when big data related architectures were coming in the market. I was still working in the normal platforms only. So there was a lag between the status where I am with the way the industry is moving up. So I have seen such type of lags in my professional life two or three times, but at one point of time, I decided let me not look back. Doesn't matter whether I use those technologies in my profession or whether they are going to be the practical applications in my professional life or not. I just want to adopt it. And one more thing I'll tell you here: it's not only the things of learning the technologies. I I I try to clear the certifications of Amazon Web Services, certifications of Azure, certifications of Google Cloud also as well, and certifications in other areas wherever I'm having here. I just make a habit saying something like, when you learn something, you try to assess yourself and then get certified. It doesn't matter whether it is practically implemented with you or not. I don't care much about that one, but I see a point I to get certified in those technologies. So those certifications, and I also has published a lot of papers in AI and healthcare sectors also as well. And I also have done a lot of peer judging reviews for some of the papers. And then I had got a chance to present myself in some of the virtual conferences and the real-time conferences also as well. So that passion has made me trying to balance, of course, there may not be a perfect work-life balance, but still, majority of the chunk has been given to the work life only. With such type of things, now I'm in a state where I need to balance both of the things and then go.
Correct, 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 correct. Yeah, yeah, I'm very sure, I think you've worked so hard. I think now you can reap the benefit of that for sure. Wishing you the best for everything. So, coming to, because, we started speaking about accomplishments, when we spoke about your IEEE and your honor there. And I just want to tell my audience that Mr. Ravi is also an author. Just wanted
Wow.
to tell, right? I was like, when I was looking at your profile, and I was like, who is this man? I just want to know more about Ravi. I'm surprised at every juncture. He's in technology, he's in writing, he's an author, he's, various aspects. He loves life itself. He wants to do something, contribute something to the world at large. Coming to pinning it down to your book. titled Transforming Insurance and Healthcare with Cloud Intelligence. Tell us, why are these two industries so ripe for transformation? And also, why did you write this book in the first place?
Yes, I'll tell you here. Right from the last 15, 16 years, much of my professional life has been spent in only three major sectors. One is in the healthcare, where I have worked for the pharmacy benefit managers, clinical trial sector in Chicago, where I have created a patient-centric healthcare model I have created for them. And after that, from the last 14, 15 years, I have been there in the insurance industry. I have been there in the insurance industry. And then I have my friends and family friends who have been working in the healthcare industry also as well. So much of my life has been going with their influence also as well in the background, like not only from the professional perspective but also in the other perspectives also as well. It has been influenced. So when I thought something like, is there any better way that I can try to blend the healthcare, insurance? These are the two domains that people really talk about, because in these two domains we'll be having a vast amount of data, as well as we'll be having these are all life sensitive critical moments. Healthcare, especially healthcare, life sensitive critical moments where the patient vitals are really important, and then they need to be reported in the correct 100% accurate way. Similarly, within the insurance also as well, whenever you are having a loss in the property, when you have a loss in the car, when you are getting into an accident and all those things, you have to have such type of empathetic factor where your losses, your healthcare, and the clinical trials have to be rightly reported. So these things has made me, because I have been in and out of all these particular platforms. So I thought, since the industry is also moving into from the on-prem, from the data centers into the cloud sectors, why can't I try to blend the uh, artificial intelligence and then cloud computing, and then try to create this one as a cloud intelligence for healthcare and insurance sectors, so that I try to pour my years of experience and the knowledge what I have acquired in these domains in order to come up with that book. And then gladly, uh, since this book is the early child where it has been published recently, and then within the limited reach, I'm getting an enormous response from both in India and US also as well.
We'll go a little bit into the persona of Ravi right now. We'll talk about his idiosyncrasies. What is a typical day uh, of Ravi like? Is it, I mean, I know work is there and all that. A little bit about your family, a little bit about, how you spend life, how as a person you enjoy life as such.
Yeah. So we are a three-member family. I have a daughter doing this 11th grade, and then I have a housewife, and then so for the first 5 days is the working days, right? We generally spend in our activities, like her school activities and her household activities, and my professional activities. We do that one, but whenever we try to get a break, I'm a fun-loving person where. I'm a go-to guy, like a next door guy kind of thing, where wherever such type of fantasies are really happening, I'll be there. I'll be there, and I also does a bit of community service also as well, in the sense something like we being in US, we have a lot of people. I have seen a lot of people who have the tragedies of losing their parents, and then I take part in such type of activities also as well, trying to work with the agencies and the governments also as well, to make sure that I will not be able to do the 100% justice, but whatever we can, we try to help them to prosper in a better way. kind of things, and those activities also we do. So a kind of corporate social responsibility activities within the community, and both in India and US also as well. So these things
Yeah.
we generally do.
Yeah, I mentioned in the intro, but I wanted you to tell our audience, about the philanthropy and the kind of
Yeah.
heart you have for sure. And I really commend you.
A sense of corporate social responsibility is a sense of corporate social responsibility is something like we have seen some pitfalls in life, and when the other fellow human being also trying to going through the same trauma, we may not be able to completely replace his trauma, but at least we can be a helping shoulder where we can be able to control his emotional balances, at least to a certain extent, to be his helping shoulder at certain times. That is one thing that I love to do it. I love to do it. It doesn't matter what are the other things are going to be. Yeah.
I'm really liking this conversation, Ravi, because there is this empathy factor which I'm understanding.
Yeah.
As I'm going deep into your journey, that you have that deep found compassion for people. You want to. I mean, it's not just hey, it's me and all. It's
Yeah.
like definitely you have to do things for yourself, but you want.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to extend your help to those in
Yeah.
need. In
Especially one thing that I firmly believe is we people have away from our families in India, and then we are working here. We are making our lives here. So I have seen a lot of situations where people lose their extended families, and then due to such type of immigration constraints, they may not be able to go. They may not be able to see them, especially during that Corona period, something of that sort. Uh, I have seen such type of emotional scenarios where that mood me like. So it's not me who is living. It's not me who is living. It's the society and it's the community that is trying to play a vital role also as well. And even I try to attribute this one to the professional journey also as well. Whatever all the real wonderful gigantic things that you are praising me. Of course, I may not be eligible also as well, but in all these things also as well, what I do is that I attribute all these things to my my peers, my colleagues, my bosses also as well, who have helped me to build my career in a most profounding way also as well. So totally indebted to everybody in that fashion also as well.
I'm
Same thing.
glad you're giving credit to all of your colleagues and
Yeah.
peers and family. And so how do you spend so probably your weekend, I mean, spend it on your hobbies, or you just go around, go on vacations, or
It is a random, it is a random thing like sometimes we go for vacations, sometimes it is usually the household chores that we try to do, sometimes it can be a lazy kind of thing as well, so that's how.
coming to one more thing. We spoke about corporate social responsibility, about your work, your community service, about tremendous work you have done in IT in the last 2.5 decades, and whatnot. But there is this term called, because we're talking about artificial intelligence, because I have my own apprehensions of AI, like everyone has, but I just wanted to put that on table. I'm hearing this word emotional intelligence all the time in different podcasts, different people. Even I feel that inside my heart. What do you think is the answer? Is emotional intelligence really that vital with the growing pace of AI in the current
Yes,
times?
of course. Yes, if we really don't have emotions, see, the thing is those robotics doesn't have emotions, but we have the emotions. So obviously we cannot play with those emotions, we cannot play
Sometimes
with
I
those
wonder,
emotions.
Ravi, when I speak
Mm.
to the OpenAI or ChatGPT or things, when I ask some question like a friend, they say that it doesn't have those things, but sometimes I feel, those emotional answers that come from them, like it kind of, boggles me that, hey, is it more intelligent than me? What is your answer?
They're not at all. They're not that intelligent
How
because
do they seem that emotionally inclined. I mean, what is that? What is the secret behind all these, chat bar or OpenAI things and all that?
The thing
What I
is
mean,
that they're,
what's running behind the scenes?
but the thing is that they're programmed, they're trained, they're trained. Nowadays, the future innovations are that they will also be emotionally trained, so that even just like you have seen people here, right? When so many people doesn't have the families and then they're by themselves, the only thing that can be with them is their dogs and the cats
Correct.
that they lead their life with. So the dog
Correct.
is an emotion for them.
Correct.
The
Correct.
dog
Correct.
is an emotion for them.
Yeah, that's their
So now
life. Yes.
that's their life. Like that, even we have seen a lot of journals and articles that are coming where they're also being emotionally trained so that they'll be able to sympathize us. They'll try to console us in the trauma, something of that sort. They'll try to do that one. And not only that, nowadays what is happening is that our citizens, the youngsters and all those particular things also, they're also losing emotions.
Correct.
They're losing emotions also as well. So when such type of emotional and empathetic factor is having no place within the citizens, obviously what they do is that they'll try to make robots or somebody else with that artificial intelligence as their friends. That's what is going to happen. Exactly. That is what is really happening. Yeah, you have seen the next gen, right? The next gen. We used to have so many emotions in our current generation. What we
You're
have
talking about
basically.
Gen Z and Gen Alpha and all those. Yes,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's how we have to see how exactly it is going to turn out. How exactly it is going to turn out, because uh, we try to see society in such a way that they are by themselves in the sense they have very little role in the neighboring people, friends, families. Friends and families are only for joy and fun kind of thing. But when it comes to a part where the emotions should play, such type of emotions are not being really seen in the current next generations. So in such a case, such type of emotional intelligence has to be inculcated into those machines only to give them the type of consolation that is really required for such type of people. I think, I don't know how exactly it's going to
Correct.
turn
Correct.
out. I don't.
I like your take. I like your take. I like your take on
Mm.
emotional intelligence. So you're saying that emotional intelligence is always current. It will never go out of fashion.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going back to the thing we have done. You're an author, right? You have
Yeah.
written a book, and are we? Can we expect some series of publications from you? Are you? Is there anything in the pipeline? Another book in the pipeline, or any ideas churning in your mind?
Yes, yes. Yes, as I was mentioning it to you, the book what I have written is a plain vanilla book that is catered to all the sections of the people from a eagle eye view. Okay, now I just want to focus only on the technocrats and then bring the flavors of AI and deep learning, those techniques into this healthcare, and then I'm in the planning of. I'm in the planning stage of writing a couple of two more books that caters especially the AI world as well as into the data science world. These are the two books that are being planned right now.
Wonderful.
Shared.
Other than the books, what are your future projects, Ravi?
My future projects. See, one thing is I'm blessed here to be in Florida and with my company, with my the neighborhood where I'm in right now. I'm blessed. So I really don't want to the ahead, but whatever the destiny that takes me, because as I was mentioning you also as well, this is the time where I have to reinvent myself. This is the place where I have to reinvent myself and accordingly steer the direction as per the nature or the God or someone else is calling me, especially God. It's a calling from God that is
Love it.
making me
Love it.
to get into that part I want to go. So I'm looking for the direction of God and whatever He says, whatever He uses me as His weapon. I'd like to be used in his mighty fold. That is only of course, I'm being spiritual, but that is how it is going to be.
Yeah, I'm really loving it, and because yeah, as you said, he's going to use you as a weapon. He's going to use you as an instrument for, as a
Yes.
conduit for whatever good he
Whatever.
wants to bring into the world. So you'll
Yes.
become that
Yeah.
channel. You will become
Yes.
that
Yeah.
channel for the for the
Yes, sir.
for
Yeah.
the collective good of humanity. Wonderful. I
Yeah.
love that.
Okay.
I mean, I knew that. I mean, there is this philanthropic angle in you, and is becoming more evident with this heartfelt, warm conversation. As I said, a fireside chat. I mean, there's a lot of buzz around generative AI, prompt engineering, and all of that. Um, I mean, anything you want to suggest to our audience?
Yeah. See, generative AI right now is you. I'll tell you one thing. Like when you try to open a website of a bank in non-working hours, they say that our office is closed, but we have the virtual agents who can help you in getting some information. Like so, everybody has come up with their chatbots. Chatbots. So here, what is something that is happening is these generative AI tools are something that can help your betterment of your daily life, whether it is in your personal life or whether it is in your professional life. Suppose they'll help you. But one thing that you have to understand is you have to understand how to prompt them in the better way. That means that you need to help them to make them help you, kind of thing. Like so that way, the more prompt you are, the more better you are able to give the prompts. They will be able to help you with those suggestions. They'll be able to help you with those suggestions. So that's the reason. That is what is generative AI. Agentic AI is bit more powerful. More powerful. Like you can write an agent. In the agent, what it does is that not only prompts, it only answers the prompts. It can go ahead and then do the task on behalf of you also as well. In a layman term, suppose if you are planning for a vacation and then you need to book the hotel, you need to book the flights, you need to do all those things also as well. What it can do is that just say a word, I'll do it for you. Such type of agentic AI is really there in the market right now also as well in the industry. So we are seeing a lot of sharp cutting edge technologies that are very adaptive to our working environment, whether it is in professional life and whether it is in the professional life or whether it is in the personal life also as well. So in whatever way you want to mold your life in a better way, those tools are there for you. But if you want to use it in the other way, as I have told you, right, those uh, films which has been released in the market, the next moment it is available for you, the deep fake videos. If you want to
Right.
use it in that way, then it is up to you. Nobody can say, but they'll make your life better in all the ways, whether it is health wise, whether it is spiritual ways, whether it is financial ways, whatnot. And again, I'm telling you, there are two types of people in the market in the forthcoming years. One is literacy of AI and illiterates of AI. So literates of AI will be having a good, sophisticated future in the consistent future, and illiterates obviously will start fading themselves very soon in the market. That's how it is.
I'm going to go a little technical here. Those who want to pursue data architecture, uh, you know, give some advice to them who want to come this far, or who want to actually have a good life.
Yes.
I'm keeping in mind the the current trends actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
So the thing what we have to do is like the youngsters and the college growing graduates, and then the people who are already in the IT industry, and then they're looking for a break with the caveat of their existing technologies diminishing and then fading away. So like that, there are so many things here. Like students are there, MS outgoing students are there, freshers, and then and then experienced people, and then there are people with 20 years of experience want to get into the leadership roles like that. For all of them, one thing that we can say is you better need to know about your data. Okay, doesn't matter whether you work in DevOps, whether you work in development roles or testing roles and all. And the future is going to be on this modern data. Whoever they are planning to come onto these modern data platforms, the one thing is I request them is never try to be in your comfort zones. Have a passion to learn. Have a passion to understand what is happening in the market. There are so many hackathons, there are so many competitions that will be going on the internet as well as in your local communities also as well. Please participate, and then make sure that you make your mark impact in those areas also as well. So you try to better develop your own applications, own your applications, and then you can try to emerge yourself as a self entrepreneurs where you can try to market your brands and other things also as well. At the same time, whoever are planning to come into the industry, they need to really understand this data is really vital. Cloud computing is really vital. Analytics is really vital. So you have to carefully craft your career in such a way that uh, uh, survival the fittest means whoever is having a strong foothold within these arenas, those are the people who are going to have a consistent and stabilized careers. So such type of foundations you need to make within your early careers itself, rather than trying to make multiple U-turns within your career. Trying to have a stabilized patterns is something that is really required within such type of competitive markets right now. So that's why uh, make your choices in a wiser way, make your choices in a well balanced way, so that don't try to look only for the jobs that will satisfy your current run, but try to have a long term goals. Even if you don't get a job within the next 2 months, that might be okay, but at least try to look for don't try to settle down for less. Something like that hunger for passion of data, the hunger passion of technologies should be going in your background in order to make you live for hunting. So it is something like this. When you take a lion never settles for grass, even though it is hungry. A lion has to hunt the buffalo or something of that sort in order to feed its hunger. So have that thirst and passion for hunger for data, and that will take you to go miles within your career.
So you're saying
And
aim for the stars or something like that. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So you're saying dream big, aim big, kind of.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
I,
And
I'm not saying even dream big or aim big also as well. Try to have a view that can take your career to long terms rather than short pitfalls every now and then.
correct, correct. So very nice, very nice. Just before that conclude. So you mentioned the word modern data, just for for people who may be misled or something. Just tell what is modern data.
It's not modern data, it's the modern data platform.
Okay,
Data is always there. The old data is there, the good data is there, futuristic data is there. Data is always there. It can never be modern, it can be never be old, or it can be never be traditional. But the thing
correct.
is, the platform where it is going to reside is something that is going to dictate the terms of traditional data platform versus modern data platforms. Modern data platforms never reside on on-prem. Modern it resides on the cloud. A hybrid combo where some crucial and critical data might be there on your on-prem, where your offices resides in your data centers, and most massive data exists within the cloud. So you have to be. It's not going to be AI literate. You have to be in the cloud. Cloud awareness, AI literacy is something that is really important in order to make your futures shine better within the industry.
I'm very sure people have taken down notes, enjoyed the podcast, listening very carefully, and I'm sure people this conversation is instrumental in shaping many lives, and I mean that is my hope as well, that this is going to
You
uh,
know, you know
benefit
who is the
thousands.
user. You know who is the person behind the scenes who made this podcast become true?
Go ahead, spill the beans.
It's Sharath P.
Thank you. Yeah, it's Sharad and his team as well. Altogether, it's a collective effort, all of us together. That includes my wonderful friend Ragni also.
Yeah,
So
I need to be indebted to her, in fact, because she has mentioned I have a very instrumental podcaster who can take such type of who have, as you are told, right, it's going to be the era of modern computing. We are going to redefine that era. People like you has that real capability of redefining the way the podcast can be done.
yeah, I mean, on a very auspicious note, it all fell into place, Mr. Ravi. Very happy, very, very happy. And so, thank you so much, for coming on
I need to be
to
thankful to you too.
this platform and giving you valuable advice. Had a great heart to heart conversation, rather than calling it a podcast or an interview. It was a heart to heart exchange of some great ideas, basically. So I mean, you have a beautiful mind. I remember the movie The Beautiful Minds. You have a beautiful mind, a great heart, and you're a very intelligent person. So I wish you all the luck of the world. And before leaving, we asked so many technical questions. Before leaving, uh, what is your advice to the world at large as a person who wears multiple hats with multifacets, who have achieved so much in life, 2.5 decades and beyond as well, done so much, being an author, being a technocrat, being a great human, being a great friend, a great son, a great father, a great husband. What is your message to the world, Ravi?
First thing is, I'll try, but I think I may not be eligible to give that message to the whole world. But trust in God, follow whatever God says, and then be yourself, and then live the life the way you want to live, because it's only one life. It's only one life.
Great, great, great. So very happy. As I said, I mean, I know it's cliche, but I'm repeating these things, but I feel very privileged to talk to
I'm
you.
privileged to be in the association of you being interviewed. Yes, I'm feeling
Thank
very privileged.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. This is, as I said, I didn't have anything in my mind how it is going to start off, and all. They had something, but I wanted this to flow as it is, and I didn't want to restrict my flow. And I've seen you as well, being very articulate, flowing from inside your deepest recesses of your being, and that really makes it a very warm chat of sorts. As I said, a fireside. I mean, I love that word always, because that's why I use it often. A fireside chat, which means a very uh, close conversation with between two friends, right? And that's
Yeah.
how we had I mean, it's not like some interview which is too formal and neither
Yes.
informal, but it's like that Buddha's royal middle path. I mean, going.
Yeah.
I mean, striking the bullseye. I'll call it. So once again, from our media fraternity, wish you all luck. I mean, wishing that all of your future endeavors come true, and we wish that all of your pursuits come up with flying colors, and you flourish and prosper in life and help millions of people with your deepest insights and with your very deep found knowledge. So, dear friends, that was this amazing, amazing, prolific, technical, and philanthropic, and great human being called Mr. Ravi Kumar Ravi. and we have seen his journey of sorts unravel, rather in front of you, and definitely would love to do many more podcasts with him. However it
It will
transpires,
be
but
like this.
it was it was a great privilege. It was a great honor. So that was all. And yeah, you can leave your comment, you can leave your messages, you can email us, dear friends, and let us know how you felt about this great conversation with this great human being. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We'll be
Thank you.
awaiting.
Thank you.